Troubled Formula One boss Frank Williams has admitted that he is convinced he will face manslaughter charges over the death of Ayrton Senna. Williams said, "There is no official release yet from the prosecutor or magistrate's office, but this time I would think the volcano will erupt. I would think that it will be out in a few days and they will be asking for a prosecution. It could be tomorrow, the next day, or perhaps in 6 months." Flavio Briatore, Benetton team manager, has threatened to boycott Formula One races in Italy if there are convictions for the death of Ayrton Senna at the San Marino Grand Prix at Imola in 1994. Briatore's comments were made at the Bologna Motor Show, reported by the Italian media Sunday, and follow last month's decision by a magistrate to clear the way for a prosecutor to bring team manager Frank Williams and 5 others to trial on manslaughter charges. "If anyone were to be convicted in Italy of Senna's death, it would be big trouble," Briatore said, according to Italian daily Corriere dello Sport. "I, for example, would not risk bringing my team to a country that can convict you of an accident. Fatality is part of the game." Six people will stand trial for manslaughter. According to prosecutors, all 6, in their own way, contributed to rendering the breakage of the steering column in Ayrton Senna's car a fatal event. The day and the place of the trial were confirmed by Roberto Landi, lawyer for 2 of the defendants, Federico Bendinelli, managing director of Saghi's, the company in charge of the Imola racetrack, and Giorgio Poggi, manager of the circuit. "We will attempt to show that the racetrack bore no responsibility for what happened," Roberto Landi said by telephone from Bologna, central Italy. The others accused of the same crime are Frank Williams, head of the Williams team for whom Senna drove; Patrick Head, the team's technical director; Adrian Newey, in charge of building Senna's car; and Roland Bruinsereid, the Belgium race director on the day of the crash. An inquiry into Senna's death found that the accident was caused by badly performed and badly planned modifications to the steering column, which resulted in it breaking during the race. Lawyer Roberto Corso said the trial was scheduled to open on February 20 before a local judge in Imola. Corso, who is based in Rome, represents Frank Williams, Patrick Head, Adrian Newey and Roland Bruinsereid in the case. Corso declined to say whether any of his clients would attend the trial, but said, "We deny the charges absolutely." Williams Grand Prix Engineering issued a statement after learning of the charges. Williams is disappointed at the content of the summons. "We do not believe the charges are well-founded and intend to do all that is necessary to defend our position and contest the charges." They added they would make no further statement on the situation. An expert's report for Bologna prosecutor Maurizio Posserini, who led the investigations into Senna's death, concluded that the car's steering column had been modified and snapped as a result of a poor weld as the vehicle took the curve. The Williams team has argued that the steering column was intact until the moment of impact. Corso said the only charge which had been open to Posserini under Italian law was manslaughter, and argued that it would be heard by a low-level court because it constituted a minor offense. "The fact that it concerns a personality like Ayrton Senna doesn't make it any more serious," Corso said by telephone. The trial, which will be heard by a local judge in Imola or Prato, the equivalent of a magistrate's court under the English legal system. The judge's verdict will be open to automatic appeal by any of the parties, and it could be several years before a judgment becomes definitive.